down the flying field and I'm about to try out this. This is a Walksnail CADX Avatar GT2 kit. This is their latest camera, boasts 20 kilometers maximum range, 22 milliseconds latency, 2 watts of dynamic power, and it also does frequency hopping as well to make sure you get the best signal. That is combined with that it has quite low power consumption, so should stay quite cool in the cockpit. Now I'm going to be putting it in this. This is an FMS Cessna 182 because I do like putting FPV in scale airplanes. So let's give it a go. Okay, so all powered up, and you can see I've got my goggles L here. If I move those, then the GM3 gimbal is moving as well with the GT2. So I should get a nice view. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Starting with a fast taxi, about half power. Then going full power, pulling back on the stick and climb. Looking left and right, first turn to the right, getting a bit more altitude. That view's about what I would expect from a Cessna, looking over the dash. Nice clear view. Not much distortion through the front windscreen, which is great. Still climbing. Now what I'm realising straight away is that I've got horizon lock switched on, which wasn't intentional, but shows the feature of the gimbal in that you can get it to lock to level with the horizon even when I'm banking over to the left and right, which is quite a clever thing that it does, but not something I really want when I'm flying. So yeah, quite a windy day today, but very keen to test this before I do some formation flying with Adrian, with him flying another Cessna 182 from FMS, but the blue scheme, over the field. Looks good. So this is probably the simplest installation of a head-tracked FPV system. I've not added a flight controller into the mix. So if you follow the instructions to take apart the GT2 and put it into the GM3 gimbal, which is very easy to do, then all you've got to do is power go for
both
a loop.
The gimbal and the GT2. So you collect together the two earth leads and the two positive leads, red leads, and put a plug on the end. So just doing a loop there, that was okay, except at the end I think the cam got stuck on the ceiling there, but pulled out of that in time. So far absolutely a perfect picture, no glitches. But I am staying within line of sight range. It's legally what we have to do in UK and Europe, and have a spotter. And the spotter is really there to check for full-size traffic in the area. Not that I'm anywhere close to 500 feet, which is where they would be operating above, or should be. Although at this flying field we do occasionally get some low traffic, so it's legally, and it just makes common sense to have a spotter
landing
to look out for full-size traffic, because
the
they
difficult
get
bit. Track out.
Now landing is going to be the most interesting bit here. Going wide out so I can establish a stable approach and get my speed right. I've got no indication of speed other than the terrain outside the window, and it's windy today, so I'm kind of guessing. but focusing on keeping the wings level and my descent rate. If I go off the power, it's gonna slow up very quickly. Just keeping it above the ground, flare. Oh, bounced.
Oh. Well, down in one piece.
It was actually on just before when you flared on that first one. If it had been like a nanosecond later, it would have been perfect.
Oh,
Would have been absolutely
always the way.
on it.
It's all practice.
But yeah, it's hard to tell, isn't it, when you're looking from that view.
So it has to be said that it's a really bumpy day for trying that, but got down in one piece, did a loop, and yeah, I think I need to practice change the mode on the gimbal, because it was auto correcting, but otherwise really enjoyed that, and it's nice to fly a scale aeroplane in FPV with that GT2. Link for this is in the video description and the pinned comment. We'll put a flight controller in it for next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.